I would like to start with a quote by the late Dr. Howard Hendricks. This is a man who dedicated his life to influencing and shaping others with greatness. And the quote says, "The measure of a leader is not what you do, but what people do because of you." What people do because of you. We all want to be successful. Leaders should be able to lead members to obtain success, and members should be able to rely on their leaders with confidence. It is my intention to present three concepts of leadership to you today that will help leaders obtain that success and help members better understand their leaders so that they will build their trust and confidence in those leaders. Now, I'm pursuing my bachelor's degree in healthcare administration. I'm currently in a class, and one of the topics has been leadership. So a lot of the context today will come from our textbook, Real Communication and Introduction. It's the third edition, published this year in 2015. The authors are Dan O'Hare, Mary Wyman, Dorothy Mullen, and Jason Teven. Of the concepts that we've studied, the three I want to talk about today, one is the sources of power that a leader has. The styles of leadership, there are 5 styles of leadership, and then we will take those 5 styles of leadership and apply them to a particular situation. John C. Maxwell, a renowned expert on leadership, said this about leadership. Leadership is not about titles, position, and flowcharts. It is about one life influencing another. End of quote. So power is influence. In 1959, two social psychologists, John French and Bertram Raven, they conducted a research on the sources of power that leaders use. These are the 5 sources of power they identified. 1 is expert power. That is when a leader uses his or her skill or knowledge. 2 is legitimate power. That's when a leader has title or position. 3, reverent power. That's when a leader has respect or admiration. 4th is reward power, and that is when a leader has the ability to reward or compensate someone for their achievements. The 5th is coercive power. Now this can be a good or this can be bad. This is where you use threats, bullying, or manipulation. Now there will always be leaders, and those leaders will be people who have power of influence on others. And leaders must use that power responsibly and respectfully. Now, with that power, leaders can use those sources of power interchangeably or simultaneously. It's not one or the other. They can be used simultaneously, as can styles of leadership. When you think of styles of leadership, think of a cloak that you put on or you take off, you put a different one on, or you can layer them. Styles of leadership can also be used simultaneously or interchangeable. In reference to our textbook, Real Communication and Introduction, O'Hare and et al. Described these 5 styles of leadership as the following. The first is directive leadership. This is a leader that gives detailed, precise instructions. The second is a supportive leadership style. This is a leader that understands the relational needs, that promotes healthy relationships among its members. The third is participative leadership. This kind of leader sees everyone as equals, values their opinions and their inputs. The fourth is laissez-faire leadership. And this kind of leader gives some power to its members. It's kind of like a hands-off approach leadership. The fifth is an achievement-oriented leadership. And this is a leader that sets high standards, that challenges its members to obtain success. Now, these styles of leadership have the best potential for success when utilized in specific situations. For example, when you have members who are unsure or uncertain of their duties, a directive leader can come in and give those direct, detailed instructions. When you have members who are aggravated with one another or frustrated that they're unable to fulfill their duties, a supportive leader can come in and relate to their emotional needs and can promote those healthy relationships among the members. When you have members who are driven, who are skilled, a participative leader can come in, value their opinion and their input, and this allows those members to become more engaged in and involved in the project. When you have members who can be trusted, then you can, as a leader, you can give them some power because you know they won't abuse it. You can say, do this, you know it'll get done. That's that hands-off approach, that laissez-faire leadership style. Now, when you have members who are zealous, they're overachievers, they want that challenge, then you have that achievement-oriented leadership style that can come in and give them those challenges, that can set those standards because they're competent and you know they'll get the job done. So we have looked at 5 powers of influence, we've looked at 5 styles of leadership, and then we've applied those 5 styles of leadership to situations. So to summarize, leaders must understand that they have the power to influence others, to influence their behavior and their attitudes. And leaders should understand that they also have power when they can apply a certain style of leadership to a particular situation, that they will be a more effective and successful leader. They will be a leader that others will follow. They will be a leader that others trust and have confidence in. They will be a leader that others rely on.